Now, if you thought the way that game unfolded at the MCG was strange, you just had to switch over to the game at Optus Stadium because 18th was leading first with 10 minutes into the first quarter, the last quarter, I should say. Kane, this was extraordinary. The Eagles in 18th challenging the Crows in first, but in the end, they do move Matthew Nick's team a game clear on top of the ladder.
Yeah, what about this goal from Darcy Fogarty? Tackle, you got to tackle there. Darcy Fogarty just walking through the Chester bump, which cost them, and some of their better players really stepped up as well for Adelaide. I'll get to that shortly, including Isaac Rankin's second half, as good and as big as you are going to see. Kick that goal to we'll put them back in front, and then from there they were experienced enough to ice the game. Thilthorpe kicked two big last quarter goals, including that one from outside 50. He went down earlier in the game, which we'll get to in a moment, but that was the one he kicked from the goal square. Good experience from Adelaide, but it was a genuine scare. Like with 11 minutes to go in the last quarter, this game was genuinely up for grabs. I thought the Eagles' spirit was outstanding. I thought their pressure was enormous. I thought they rode on the wave of the crowd and the momentum. They laid 70 tackles. It's been probably a while since an Eagles side, a young group, has laid 70 tackles with some big names out of that side. So it's amazing what you can do if you apply the pressure, even to the good sides. I thought their crowd was phenomenal. Like the Eagles crowd, I think they're the best supporters in the league.
They turn up every week, don't they?
They turn up, Sarah. They're unbelievable. Regardless, they turn up. There's nothing fair weather about the Eagles supporters. If that's the St Kilda team, they drop off. If it's Richmond, they drop off. Port Adelaide, there was 30,000 there last night. They certainly drop off. Essendon fans have dropped off. Eagles fans don't drop off. And not only that, they were in full voice. And I thought the players sort of thrived on that energy. They got some good young key position players coming through, including Shanahan, who kicked 3. So I like the look of him. So it was a really good effort, and almost 18th beat first, which hasn't happened for a while.
Extraordinary. There was a scary moment, though, earlier in the match, Kane, involving the Man Mountain, Riley Thilthorpe. He gets collected high by Liam Duggan. In the end, he plays out the match. He kicks 2 goals, including a massive one in that final term. But Liam Duggan, you would think he's got a case to answer for there, Kane.
Yeah, it'll be a matter of how severe they rate the contact. The fact that Thilthorpe came back onto the ground and kicked 2 goals is clearly going to be in his favour. But you opt to bump in Duggan, you're in trouble. I did like, look, it's hard to comment on the medical aspect of footy teams, but Dr. Susanna there, just the way that he put Thilthorpe through his paces there, they had a number of shots. I thought they were really thorough with that, and they made sure he was genuinely good to go. Clearly, they had to put him through the initial concussion test as well, and then the worry for the neck, which is always really concerning whenever you have spinal or neck injury. So pretty well handled. They put him back on, and in the end, he had a big say in the contest. But yeah, not a good one. A nasty one. Could have been much worse. And that there was a cutaway to Matthew Nicks in the box. He had his heart in his mouth. Their finals hopes resting on their big star key forward. Not sure they can win it without him, but good news. He'll be sore tomorrow, but look good, and I don't suppose there'll be any problems for next week against Collingwood.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.